Arsenal 3, Fulham 0, and I tell you what, I've got to say, compared to last week, that is a superb performance from Arsenal. The only slight complaint is, at 3-0 at half-time, one more goal could have made so much difference. But I think if you're offering up 3-0 against Fulham before the game, you'd say that is exactly what you need to do if you want to try and win this Premier League title. And the table is so important tonight because last week, when they beat Newcastle 1-0, I thought, you know what? I've seen Manchester United lose a Premier League title on goal difference, and I don't think grinding out 1-0s is going to help you win this title, because if Man City win all their games, they'll score more and you'll lose it on goal difference. I think tonight we saw from Arsenal a more attacking mentality, and they're probably unlucky not to win 4-0, to be fair. So they've probably been a little bit unlucky not to get that all-important fourth goal. But look, as things stand, the goal difference is 4 better than Man City. Man City have got 2 games in hand. Okay, Man City might win them both 3-0, in which case they go ahead of Arsenal. But it's within reach now. Whereas if you only win 1-0 and, Man City go and get a couple of good results, you're falling further behind. You're also putting a bit of pressure on Man City. You're saying, not only have you got to win your 2 games in hand, but you've got to win them by a few goals to start putting pressure back on us. So, and of course, Arsenal have got Burnley at home. They've got West Ham away next week. They've got Palace. So with 3 games to go for Arsenal, they have got games where they'd fancy themselves not only to win, but also to score goals. Whereas Man City, they've got an FA Cup final. They've got 2 games after that. So look, I think, well, who do you think's winning the league? I think before the game, I'd have said it's in Man City's hands. I think after this game, I'd have said, it's back slightly in Arsenal's favour. But look, this is what you want in a title race. And I think the big thing I want to say is, because I was tweeting it last week, I think I said it on the reaction last week as well, they misuse Gyökeres this season. I think Gyökeres is a fantastic striker. I wish United had got him. I think during the season, Arsenal fans have said, I wish you'd got him as well. He gets a lot of criticism, but unless you know the player, you wouldn't understand the frustration. Like when you look at him at Sporting, you get the ball into him quickly. You put the ball into the channels. You put the crosses in early. And in that first half, my favourite bit of play from Arsenal was Eze on the halfway line, quickly into the channel. Gyökeres is there, overlapping Saka, and then he puts it in the back of the net. Gyökeres, quick ball into the channels. He loves it. And then the other 2 goals, good crosses into the box early. He loves it. He gets 2 goals, he gets an assist. And you think, it's only 2 weeks ago, he's sitting on the bench for Havertz again. Havertz, who bloody Arteta's used for 2 years previously and it hasn't worked. Gyökeres is your guy. Play to Gyökeres' strengths and they're a better team to watch. If you put the ball in earlier and you put the ball in the channels quicker, you'll stretch teams. You're a better team to watch.
6 points clear. 4+ goal advantage over Manchester City. Arsenal fans, are you now starting to believe? Are you now starting to feel like you're in the momentum? 3-0 today, an absolute thrashing. That was the best I've seen Arsenal play. Like really, really, really being honest here. If I look at it objectively, that is one of the best performances I've seen Arsenal play. In terms of fluidity, the passing, the movement, everything today Arsenal dominated. Ground jewels, everything you can name on. Shots, passing, every single metric today, they won. And listen, Fulham, wherever people want to talk about it, they are still in the race for the Europa League, possibly Champions League, if they finish 6th. So they ain't no slouches. So people can say, yeah, well, they're on the beach. But really and truly, it's not the beach, is it? It's not really the beach when reality is, when you look at it, they today had something to play for. But today, Arsenal, you've just felt something different today. And there were key performances. But today, Arsenal came in and said, yo, we need to go 6 points clear. We need to set a marker right now so that when Man City play on Everton on Monday night, under the lights, at the Everton Stadium, that night there, we know we've done our job. We've done our job with 3 games to go. The pressure's on you, man. The pressure is on Man City. Whether Man City appreciate that, whether Man City love that, you know what I'm saying? And they say, you know what, bring it on. All of a sudden, the psychological advantage, the psychological games right now, I swear, I'm even confused. I'm now even confused to the point where I thought to myself, Man City have won that big game at the Etihad. Man City look like, right, if they win all their games, it's in their hands. But what happened then is, because of the whole fixture congestion and whatnot, Arsenal then had the next 2 games before Man City play. So Man City now got to go to Monday night Everton, then they got to beat Brentford. And obviously Arsenal play, I think, on a Sunday against West Ham. But before that, they've got to play 2 games. And Arsenal, when they say points on the board, or would you have games in hand? For me, I'm having the points. I'm having the points. So whether you think now, all of a sudden, Arsenal are now the favourites, it becomes a psychological shift now in terms of, right, what have we got on board versus what have we got to gain? What have we got to worry about? You've just got to keep winning your games, Arsenal. And today, for me, that was a big performance.